Hello everyone, this is the Third Strike. Today I'm going to be playing Shinobi 3 on Expert. So, for those of you that haven't played it before, it's probably the best ninja game on the Sega Genesis. It's a direct sequel to Revenge of Shinobi, or I think it was called Secret of Shinobi in other territories. It ignores the Shadow Dancer series of Shinobi games. Well, I think there was only one, but so that's why it's 3 and not 4. This game's a bit more fast-paced than any of the other Shinobi games. The levels are spread out to encourage you to use the new dash feature and the running slash, which I use a lot, as it affords you a small window of invincibility, just a couple frames, but you can kind of abuse that to pass through enemy shots or bosses. There's also a new jump kick, which is nice. Just a nice diagonal attack. And like with Revenge of Shinobi, you can still hold your sword and block enemy fire, bullets, or shuriken. I like, let's see, here's abusing that slash to pass through his fire and attack him rather than blocking it. This little mini boss here doesn't work the same way as the other guys because his ground wave returns to him, so it's easy as just a block hit and then attack him. You also have the ability now to go across ceilings and jump off of walls, which is nice. And you still have the good old standby double jump that you had in Revenge of Shinobi, and the spread fire shuriken shot that I'm not going to use right now because I'm not playing with the infinite shuriken cheat, so I kind of want to keep as many of those as I can. It's really painful on Expert. You know, not only is your life bar cut in half, normally your life bar extends all the way over to the shuriken count, but the bosses take a ton of damage as well. So starting with 50 shurikens is rough. Anyway, I'm going to stop right here for a second, and I want to show you, if you watched my Shadow Dancer video, at the end of it, I explained why I use the video settings that I use. And I would just want to quickly demonstrate why I use those settings. So you'll notice that you get these vertical bars on the left in the waterfall and this checkerboard pattern in the water on the right. Those weren't in the Genesis version when you played it on your TV. They look transparent. So I like to turn TV mode on, which makes the transparencies effective, but it blurs the screen a bit. And then I like to use the 25% scan line to give it a little bit harder of an edge back. Anyway, that's why I use the settings I do. Some people wonder why my screen might look a little blurry, or why I use scan lines, why I don't use like 2x Psi or some other pixel smoother when I play, and it's because none of them handle Genesis transparencies correctly. So I play with these settings because I like the way it looks, especially in games like this. Some games, including this one, also use that transparency effect not to make transparencies, but to fake more than 64 colors on screen at one time, because that's the Genesis's limit. But with transparency mode turned on, they can use that checkerboard pattern to get other shades of colors on the screen. So some games, like I think the Genesis version of Prince of Persia and a few other games, use that kind of mode to smooth the graphics out and to give more colors. I don't know if it's an actual difference in the mode the Genesis runs in, but on a CRT it looks better than it does directly emulated. So you lose your dog from Shadow Dancer, but they give you a horse. You can run, you can jump kick with the horse still. It's kind of neat. They really went all out for this game. They came fairly late in the Genesis life, and they really just packed it full of damn good music and great gameplay. I mean, it's just, especially compared to Revenge of Shinobi, it is an improvement in every possible way. There are a few, key Shinobi features, like needlessly cheap shots from bosses. There's a one-up coming here, I can tell by the music. I always missed that when I played it on the Genesis, so I was looking for some kind of cue, and I just, the song doesn't repeat until just about now, so that was my music cue. And emulators on PC didn't get that right for a long time. That music wasn't timed right, or there was something going on there that didn't make that one-up line up with the part in the song like it should. But Steve Snake, the guy who makes Kega, has extremely intimate knowledge of Sega hardware. And his emulator is almost perfection, so not much else to say about that. It's really important on an expert run to keep your POW, to keep your powered up shuriken. They're 3 times stronger than normal shuriken, and the bosses take like 5 times more damage to kill, so it takes a really long time. This is one of my favorite kills in the game if I can line it up right. Got him! I just like the idea of dropping 4 stories onto somebody's head. Oh. That was just dumb. So I'll have to be sure to get a power up here for the boss. Every one of these tubes has a little crawling guy. If I had some kind of military complex, I would definitely have an elevator shaft with a bunch of tube guys crawling around. Again, comparing this game to Revenge of Shinobi, they really did do a lot to keep this game nice and bright. A lot of varied colors, a lot of parallax scrolling, just a lot of fine details. It is definitely pretty high on my list of prettiest Sega Genesis games. Snatcher, well, Snatchers is a Sega CD game, but the Sega CD didn't enhance, the graphics of the Genesis too much. It added some, hardware scaling and rotation, but it was still the same color palette, the same resolution. But Snatchers is definitely one of those, one of the best looking Sega 16-bit games. That actually used a hardware trick called Hold and Modify to get 256 colors on the screen at the same time. the Genesis has a palette of 512 colors, but can only use 64 of them at a time. And Snatchers changes that palette of 64 colors without clearing the frame buffer, I think, is how they got it to work. Oh, I just lost the power-up. And it allowed them to draw static screens with 256 colors. It doesn't work for animation, but it made Snatchers look really pretty. Got a quick jump kick in there. Timing's a little off. See, those are those quick snapbacks that I wasn't able to do in Shadow Dancer, but either I'm just getting used to the controller or the controls are just tighter in Shinobi 3. Even though you've upped the difficulty level to expert, unlike Shadow Dancer, where making the game harder actually increases your bonuses, making this game harder decreases your bonuses. So you don't get free guys from high score very often, just to make things even that much harder. This level intentionally slows the pace of the game down. All of the enemies, like those guys that pop out of the ground, are timed so that you can't run at them and slash them. These guys are timed so that they bounce a little when they break through the glass, and if you try and run and slash, they land on your head, just like that. So they did try to mix it up a bit. This level feels very much like an old Revenge of Shinobi level, just because it's very methodical and a little bit more, slow-paced, intentional, and it's very hard to downshift when you get used to just going balls out crazy on everything. It's hard to switch back into slowly walking around. And I have to think that's intentional. The music is slower, the whole thing is just drearier. I'm actually going to use a little skip here. You're supposed to double back across all those conveyors, but there's a few frames after a double jump that you can grab onto a wall and do another one. And climb vertical surfaces that way, so... that's that. This little mini boss is deceptively difficult. If you let more than one or two of those things get on the screen at a time, they're just ridiculous to kill. We get a preview of the boss of this level here. He's in the background there, trying to blast you with his lasers. It's kind of a weird level. It's got this shimmer thing going. The whole thing looks like some kind of biological experiment gone wrong. And the enemies don't hurt you. Those little beetles that stick out of the ground don't actually do any damage to you. What they do is hold on to you so that he can get a lock with his mouth cannon. Here's a neat little secret. You can jump up to this oozy crack there for a 1-up, which is very important. But then you have to wait to slide back down. There we go, and we're out of it. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna let you guys see what happens when he gets a lock on you, because it does a lot of damage, and I don't want to lose my power up. think I might actually use some magic. Nah, I'll fight him straight out. The ground is really soft in this boss fight, so it prevents you from doing jumps and such. It really takes a lot to get any kind of height off of a jump, and if you try and jump while you're like in the middle of like a sinking frame, it doesn't respond at all. I don't know if there's a way to block that. I thought you could duck underneath it, but I don't seem to be having any luck doing it. Maybe I have to wait until I sink all the way down to the bottom before I can do it. I'm actually taking a bit more damage than I want to be taking. Oh, I don't want to take that hit. Maybe it depends on his floaty level as well when he fires, because I don't think I actually took a hit to my shield from that mouth cannon. Did that time though. Get down there. And not only are you graced with a horse in this game, but you get an awesome jet surfboard too. Alright, there's another one coming. Having a POW is really important in this level because those guys throw copious amounts of those spiky grenades if you leave them on screen for too long. And they take a few shuriken to hit, so you usually can't kill them in one jump. If you pay attention to the guys in the back, they kind of give a preview of what they're going to do. Like that guy dropped back, so he's coming up from behind. Whew, almost hit that one. So I'm gonna get going from behind here. Slash. I got the dash off in time to grab that guy. 6 lives, not doing too bad. So those are 2 mini bosses and the main boss back there in the background. Should be able to take the guy out pretty quickly with the powered up shuriken. This is my absolute least favorite level. The last 2 levels of this game are ridiculously hard, and I like them better than I like this level. It has nothing to do with the difficulty of it, it just... I don't like the flow, I don't like the setting, I don't like all the pipe walking you have to do. It's just my least favorite level. I don't know what else to say about it. When I'm normally playing this game for fun, this is almost always where I end up quitting. You know, it only takes one accidental death in this stage to make me just give up. Because I'm just not having fun anymore. Everything else past it, totally fine. But this level is not good, not one I like at all. Part of it has to do with, I think, it's the first level that introduces the Bat Ninjas, those guys. By far the most annoying enemy in the game. Their pattern is hard to predict, their stars are ridiculously accurate, and they're just creepy. I mean, what the hell? I mean, I guess the biolab level before it kind of explains how they exist, but I just don't like them. They put you into a lot of situations where you end up blasting the double jump Shuriken fan in areas that you need boxes to walk on, because they do that to you as well. Ah, see, that's just an unnecessary death. And I think I don't start back far enough to get... Oh, yeah. I might be able to get that one up again, which is the only reason I'm not even more pissed. Yeah, I will be able to. But they really are the cheapest enemy in this game, because they throw a Shuriken at you before they even appear on the screen. Which, everything else gives you a chance to know it's there before it attacks you. Except those guys. And, you know, likewise though, you can hit them before they appear on the screen if you know where they are, but there really are a lot of them between this stage and the trap stage, which is 2 stages from here, and it's kind of hard to memorize where they all are. And again, I'm going to skip a section there by doing a little wall jump trickery. Because I picked up the extra magic and I'm not going to get bonus for it anyway, I'm going to use a shield here to keep my power up as long as possible. And just to take out the first part of this boss. Oh, and I'm down on Shuriken too. When you die, you lose all your Shuriken. So I had like 300 and some, but I only had started with 50. Forget you can attack the boss while he's putting himself together. The single shurikens only give you 5, but the double cross shuriken boxes give you 20. I got a special bonus because I didn't take any damage during the boss fight. Yay. And I just, when I played this game again as a practice run, I discovered a tactic to beat the boss of this level that in as many years as I've been playing this game, I never have seen before. I don't know if it only works on Expert. I would imagine it would work on any difficulty level, but I definitely wouldn't have expected it to work on Expert. And this level is kind of like a mixture of, I mean, it's fast-paced, but the landmines can really screw you up just like that, so running across them isn't always the safest thing. Hoping I get a POW for mini boss, but I don't think I'm going to. Damage than I really wanted to take too. I think there's health in this. Maybe not. Oh, well, that was a mistake. I meant to double jump, not use. Oh, I'll get some more and that'll help me with this guy since. Oh, he does hit my shield though when I slash through him. Maybe a little bit more careful. I don't want to die here. You can bounce off of enemies by repeatedly jump kicking them, but you always move a little bit further each time. Whoa! And you can end up behind them and damaging yourself, which is what happens usually when you try and jump kick bounce a boss too much. Really well on lives. Wow. It's okay. Powered up shuriken aren't that important here. And with the new technique I found for this boss, they're not even that important for this boss, because I can kind of attack block him, so he doesn't do anything else but the first attack he ever does, which is very much a blessing. I guess I'll just skip this. So if I don't have a power-up for this boss, it's not the end of the world. It's just going to take a while longer. The bombs destroying the ground in this level can get rather annoying. There's a few spots where you definitely don't want it to happen. It makes the levels a little harder. I usually work around those areas. Taking the high road, staying off the off of the destructible floors as much as possible. I need to go down there. Otherwise you get all the way to the end and there's a floor in your way. I actually died on my practice run. Oddly, I died twice on this level. Which really had me questioning whether or not I was going to be able to do this expert run. Because I did get to the last boss without enough lives to throw at him. And I ended up losing at the last boss, which was a little disheartening. So in my practice run, I didn't see the ending of the game. But I know what I did wrong, and that is not going to happen this time. I promise. You will see the ending of Shinobi 3 on Expert. If you watch long enough. The game is much longer than Shadow Dancer was. I mean, even if I take my time with Shadow Dancer, it's never usually more than about 40 minutes long. This will be about, it might run over an hour. I know we're probably already pretty far into that. So I guess this is a test of my running commentary skills. Can I talk about a game for an hour? I don't think that's going to be a problem with this game. There's just so much to love about it. I tend to be a fan of hard ninja games. Now, let's see if I can do this again, or if it was a fluke last time. Staying in this corner should lock him. He won't do anything but that attack. Ah, I think I just screwed it up. Yep, I had to keep him locked there. This isn't too bad either, though. This is usually how I do it. Some magic. I don't want to die here. Yeah, last time I never let him get out of his original position, but I hit him in the head every time. So if you hit him in the head every time, he never moves from his starting position. Jump, hit him in the head, shoot the 3 balls, jump, hit him in the head. So this is where the game gets difficult. I mean, if it didn't look difficult already, this level will just let you know how sadistic they can be. Not only are you on these falling platforms, but they still throw bombs and crates, which sucks. And you've got these black ninjas, which they aren't nearly as hard as the black ninjas in Shadow Dancer. But you do have bats, which is just, that's unnecessary. It's just sadistic. Keeping, you know, I think it was like this in all the Shinobi games, including Shadow Dancer, but bumping into an enemy doesn't do you any damage. It doesn't take your power-up away either. You just kind of bounce off them. They have to be doing an attack for them to do you damage. Well, oh shit! What? Oh wow! I was just panicking at that point. I had expected to die way before that. There is a little bit of a border around this, you know, around the screen where you can hit people off the edge of the screen. They can attack you from there, and you can stand. But I expected to be well beneath that the first time I fell. Oh, I can't keep dying on this level. Those damn bats. Thought I was doing good with 10 lives. I actually didn't die on this level at all in the practice round. I thought I was... Oh, it made me feel pretty special, actually. I need to sharpen up my double jump timing if I'm going to expect to get through this stuff, because I'm not doing too well right now. There we go. At least I didn't die more than twice. What? I can't hit him! I can't hit him! It's gonna hit me in a second though. There we go. Actually, I want to be on the other side. I need to time it right and get him as soon as he transforms. There we go. That was still a little too slow, but it worked out. We're low on shrieking. That's okay. I'll have the opportunity to farm some in the next part of this level. Still doing good on lives. 9 lives here is good. I had 7 last time. This fog effect looks really bad if you don't have TV mode turned on. Just saying. Now, they actually let you be a little bit of a ninja here, which I was impressed when I figured out. There's not really much stealth element in Shinobi games, to be honest. There's as much of a ninja as you are. Oh, I think I broke that box. I did. I'm just screwed. But, oh! Damn. I wanted, yeah. I don't want to be here. This is not where... This is not a place I can live. Now we can try this again. I think if I go in here, it'll take me just back a room. Yeah, back to the first room. And I'll need to do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of shrieking. Damn bat. Don't get that first ninja though, because he clearly sees you jump up onto the ceiling. He shouldn't be confused at all. That'll do for now. Okay, those two down. Yes. That actually wasn't too bad. Oh, way to lose a power-up seconds after getting it. That was just perfect. This is actually training you for something that happens in the next stage that's just not very nice. Well, not much of the next stage is nice anyway, but I think they do like a figure 8 pattern, but I never want them to live long enough to actually study their pattern. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but... Oh, almost lost that one. There was a level in Revenge of Shinobi that I remember being similar to this. There were caves, and you could kind of go through the wrong doors and get lost. This part here I really hate. There is just... You can't... I don't know if you can get to the boss any other way. I don't think you can. But it's just not right. Because you end up having to take some damage here. It seems unavoidable. But we'll be okay. This guy is actually the boss, or it looks very similar to the boss of Revenge of Shinobi. Which I think was kind of intentional to kind of make you think, well, if I'm already fighting him, I still got a level to go, who do I fight at the end, kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and use this right now. Should come out of the shadows. I might die. That would be bad. Oh, right. Usually he does the thing where he bounces across the top and the spikes come up across the bottom more often, and that one's a little harder to avoid. Alright, this level is just shitty. There aren't even a ton of enemies in it. It's just brutal. There's a lot of platforming. Just very precise jumps. And it really tests your physical abilities and agility as a ninja. I might not do a lot of commentary through here because of it. These jumps are really tough. If you mistime that double jump, you don't actually have enough time to hold up and grab the next bar, so yeah, case in point. Now I'm gonna have trouble because I don't think I'm gonna have enough shuriken to get past the next section. I guess I will if I don't miss too many times. As long as I don't lose that power up, those things taking 6 shuriken just, whoa, I almost ran off the edge of that one too. Yeah, the fact that you can only move in such large increments with the hand over hand just kind of screws everything up. Okay, I should be okay. I'm gonna use... Actually, no, I'm not gonna use magic here if I don't have to. I probably won't get far enough anyway to have to worry about sucking too much, but I'll probably die and lose any extra magics that I get anyhow before the boss, which is what I was really saying. Screw it. I missed that bot, so I'm gonna take a few hits right here anyway. I like the little touches, like, you know, if you hit something metallic with a shuriken and they're not powered up, they bounce off smokingly. Yeah, I need to power back up. Those things are just... I think I'll be okay though. background in this level is pretty simple, but it's just well done. Nice colors, nice parallax. Just another example of this game just being top-notch. Oh no! That was just an unacceptable hit. Goddamn little bot thing! Holy cow, it's gonna kill me. Of all the things in this game that's gonna kill me, it's gonna be one of these little fucking bots. Wow. Those things are like cancer. Okay, thankfully there's no enemies actually in this section. But that does not mean it's not difficult. This is all precision jumping, and they electrocute you if you screw up. Damn, that's not a good way to start this level. Not that I'm worried about dying, it's just the jump timing. I need to... Yeah, man, if I can't get this timing thing down, I'm really gonna have problems. That one too high. That was pretty good though. Be happy with that. Now, all these little moving platforms are on the same timer, so if you miss one, you gotta wait for it to run its entire track and respawn back at the beginning, which is why I took the chance to try and catch that one, because this is the longest one by far. So I didn't have to want to wait for it to go through all of this before it reappeared over in the starting position. Ah, nice. No! Oh my goodness! That's a 1-up, and I cannot believe I blew it. Oh man. And I'm gonna miss that guy too. No, I can catch him. I just can't believe it. You know, I don't feel so bad if I die, and I can, you know, if I get that 1-up and then die trying to get out of that little hole, I don't feel so bad because then I can just get it again. But I don't know what happened there. Now I do this again, which is this jump in particular. Whew. No! Oh my goodness! Okay, I can't risk it. I cannot risk getting that life, I guess. Usually I can just drop right down into that little cubby. Because if I keep doing this, I'm gonna die on those lowering pins.
Can't believe I'm gonna have to skip it, but I'm gonna have to skip it. This section here is tough because a lot of times you jump high enough that you can't see the platform anymore that you're gonna land on. And you need to run on that one, which doesn't give you much room. Nice. Then they put a bomb there, but there's a one up there, so. Okay. Next death-defying section. And it's just one after another with this. You kind of have to take a little electrocution at the top up here. Most of the time you do. Huh. I'll probably get electrocuted here, but I figured out a way to not die while getting electrocuted. Nice. So far, so good. Done with that. Now it's just the wall climb. Which this doesn't seem too hard because, you know, it's just a narrowing gap. But then they decide that that's not enough. And they start giving you little ways to electrocute yourself. And the gap between the electrified sections gets smaller and smaller, so your timing has to get more and more precise because it's less and less forgiving. But we're done with that. Okay. This is ideal. I wish I had more shurikens going into this fight, but no, this is going to be great. And I do not want to lose my POW, so I'm instantly going to shield up here. I want to change magic. Except on Expert, I don't think that actually does him any damage. It's okay, because that's not what I'm using it for. And there we go. I'm so glad I didn't have a repeat of my practice run. When I got to him on my practice run, I used the shield twice, which used my magic up.
so there's no way for me to refill my life. And then you only start with 50 stars the next time, and only 1 magic, and there are probably people out there that can do it. I am not one of them. So I actually burned through all of, you know, the 3 continues, you know, like 15 lives or whatever, trying to beat him, and didn't make it. So that is Shinobi 3 on Expert. I feel pretty good about that run. There were, except for that, the 2 deaths on the traps level, going up the rocks, and the 2 deaths trying to get the 1 up, which was just ridiculous. But that was a pretty decent run. Anytime you don't have to use a continue, I'm happy. But I wish they let you keep the dog. I always thought that was a really cool thing from Shadow Dancer. But like I said, you get a horse and like a jet ski surfboard thing, so guess we'll just have to settle with that. And I always watch the credits, even on games like nowadays that have credits that are disgustingly long. I don't know, I guess I feel like it's a sign of respect. You know, I don't, unless I'm, you know, watching like a Marvel movie or something like that, Avengers, where I'm waiting to see if there's something after the credits. With movies I don't bother, but with video games I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's more of a kinship. Maybe I enjoy the game more than the movie because it's interactive, you know, it's more of an experience. But I always watch the credits. But it's just gonna be me, you know, prattling on through them. So if you don't have to. There's nothing special at the end of this one. I haven't played any of the Shinobi games past this one. I know they made a Shinobi game for the PlayStation 2 or something. Yeah, I think it was PlayStation 2. I don't know if they've made any more Shinobi games. But this was my favorite one by far of the 16-bit arcade era. Then I kind of moved on to, like, you know, Ninja Gaiden Black. I didn't like Ninja Gaiden 2. I felt like there was too many off-screen cheap hits that are unavoidable for you to actually feel like a ninja. So I'm really in need of a good ninja game. It's not stealth, you know. I don't want to stealth around and sneak in the shadows. I want to be a badass. I want to blaze through everything and just be untouchable. Something with tight controls that can be mastered and don't force you to take cheap hits. So, now I think the next game I want to play is Ninja Gaiden 3 for the NES. But that may change. I'm kind of on a ninja kick right now, thanks to Shadow Dancer. So, to be continued. I would love another Shinobi game in this vein. So, maybe this gen, who knows? It'd be nice to see something on the PlayStation 4 that was awesome like that. I was really happy with the Strider remake of, or the Strider reboot that came to PlayStation, well, keep out like all the consoles. But that was a really fun game. That made you feel, I mean, had the similar kind of run and slash feel to it. So, well, that's it, guys. If you got any suggestions for games you might want to see me play, even games I've never played before that you know, you can watch me suck at a game, just shoot it in the comment. See you next time.